Good morning. It's Covenant Sunday today in the Methodist Church, and it's a really important service. So we want to make sure that everyone understands what we're doing and why we're doing it. Now, some people might have made New Year's resolutions, plans to improve their lives, and just a few days into the new year, there might be people who have failed to keep those already. Now, one reason why is that it's really hard to do something challenging on your own. But working in partnership with someone else normally increases your chances of achieving something. And for those who've made resolutions with other people, they'll probably do a little bit better this year. Now, in a similar way, a covenant is a promise of partnership between two or more people agreeing to work towards a common goal. Now, as a child, my parents often promised to give me something when I worked with them. So Dad promised to give me some money if I helped him to wash the car. Or Mum promised to treat us if we did all the chores around the house with her. Or there was the promise of a day trip away somewhere if we all worked really hard in school. So there was a promise to work together, and there was normally a really good reason why we'd want to. Now, in the Bible, there were lots of promises made, but this word covenant is for the really, really important promises. Now, some of them involved a person and God working together, and they both had to keep their promise to each other. So, for example, Abram was to obey God and follow his leading, and God would bless him with a huge family. Or King David, well, he was to lead his family and kingdom faithfully, and there would always be a family member sitting on the throne. Now, some of the covenants were about God promising to help people, and no matter what the person did, God still kept his promise to them. One example of this is after the flood, God promised to never flood the whole world ever again, and the rainbow is a reminder of that covenant promise to us, even though we haven't always lived the way God wants us to. So a covenant is a promise of partnership between two or more people. Now, the covenant that we're making today as a church family is about us promising God that we're going to trust Him and live for Him as best we can. So no matter what happens during 2021, we'll continue trusting that He is with us and that He has great plans for us. Now, later in our service, we'll pray the covenant prayer together, and I challenge you to read the words. Think about what they mean before we do that. And if you don't understand any of it, then please talk to an adult and figure out what it means before you pray this with us. Now, if you still need more time to understand the covenant prayer and this promise that we're making to God at the start of this new year, please talk to me or talk to Harold, and we'll help you understand what it means and what we're agreeing to this year.